I'm Andy Hillier, and today's guitar lesson is going to be on the Johnny Cash version of Hurt. It's a beautiful little song that's really easy to play. Just before I teach you it though, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video, leave me some comments in the comment section as well, let me know what songs you want me to do next. And if you love what I'm doing and you want to support the channel, keep me doing these videos, you can support me on Patreon. I'll leave a link to that in the description. My guitar is in standard tuning. Now there's only two parts to the song. We've got a verse part and we've got a chorus, but there is two lines to the chorus. So the verse part slowly goes like this. So for that we've got an A minor chord, which is your first finger on B1, second finger on D2, and third finger on G2. And with the plectrum you're going to play the A string, and then the D string, and then you're going to play the bottom three strings, so the G, B and E all at the same time. So it goes. If you don't have a plectrum you could do it with your fingers as well, however you prefer. And then the next chord is a C chord. Now to get to a C chord, all you need to do is move your third finger to A3, and the other two fingers stay in the same place. So your first finger is still on B1, second finger's still on D2, and your third finger's now moved to A3. And you're going to play the A string, then the D string, and then the G and the B strings. Doesn't matter if you hit the E string as well. And then it goes back to the D string, so it goes. And then the last chord we need is a D sus2 chord, which is just your first finger on G2 and your third finger on B3. And try and get it so you don't touch the E string, so it can be open. And we play the D string, and then the G2, and then the B and the E strings at the same time. Back to the D, back to the G2. Sorry. So bar 2 slowly goes like this. So the whole line slowly goes. Bit faster. And that repeats all through the verse. And then we get to the chorus. Now the chorus has got two lines, only a slight little difference on it. So it sounds like this. So for that we've got a G chord, which is your third finger on E3 nearest to the floor, your second finger on E3 nearest to your face, and your first finger on A2. So that's your G chord, and you're going to hit all the strings, and then you're going to play the chord, and then just play the top two strings. So it goes. And then you're going to play the chord again, and then the top two strings, and then the chord again, and then the last hit, you just take your fingers off and kind of hit. It doesn't necessarily matter what strings you hit, but kind of the middle strings. You'll see those two zeros there at the end. So that whole first bar goes like this. And then it goes to an A minor chord, which we've already done, and does the same idea. You're going to play from the A string downwards, then the chord, and then just the A and D strings. And then the chord, the A and the D strings, the chord, and then take your fingers off for just hitting the open strings. By taking your fingers off, it just gets you some time to get to the next chord. So that's bar 4 got. And then we go to the F chord, which is your first finger barred across all the strings on the first fret, second finger on G2, third finger A3, and little finger on D3. And that's the F chord. Now, if you struggle to do that bar chord, because it is probably one of the hardest chords to start off with, then you can do an easier version, putting your first finger on B1, second finger on G2, third finger A3, and little finger on D3. And just make sure you don't hit this top string when you play that chord. And then the last chord we've got there is a C chord, which is your first finger B1, second finger D2, and third finger A3. And again, you play from the A string downwards, you're playing the chord, then the chord, A and the D strings chord, A and the D strings chord, and then taking your fingers off. So the whole line slowly goes like this. And then that line repeats, so you do the same thing twice. And after you've done that twice in the chorus, it then goes to the next line of the chorus, which is exactly the same, apart from the last bar, the fourth bar of that line. It just goes back to a G rather than going back to the C. So you play G, A minor, F, G, and then it plays again G, A minor, F, G, and then that's the end of the chorus. So you got... And then that just repeats, and then it goes back to the verse part, does the verse, and then it just does the chorus exactly the same, and just keeps repeating the chorus round till the end of the song. Well, hopefully you've enjoyed that little guitar lesson. If you have, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, it really does help me out. Give me a like on the video as well, and leave me some comments. Let me know where in the world you're from, what you thought of the video, what songs I should be doing next. And if you love what I'm doing and you want to support me and you want to print the tabs off of this, I'll put them on my Patreon site. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Thanks for watching this. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.